Okay, hello and welcome. In this video, we are going to go and buy our web hosting. So we're back here at siteground.com to the front page, and we're going to go and click on the sign up button. Now earlier we discussed, in an earlier video, we discussed the three different plans: the Startup, the Grow Big, and the Go Geek. A quick recap: the Startup only offers you one website. So unless you're really tight on cash, I would suggest not doing the Startup. You will regret not having the flexibility, because once you do one WordPress website, and you'll see how easy it is and actually how much fun it can be, you're going to want to do another one. And with the Startup, you will not be able to. So, knowing that, we have the Grow Big, which they featured prominently here because it's only $2 more a month, and it lets you do multiple websites. It doubles the size from 10 to 20 gigabytes, more visitors a month. And now visits are actually people typing in or clicking a link and going to your site. So that's monthly. So actually that's a lot of visitors. So this will cover you for quite a bit. And this, of course, has the essential features and the premium features. And then there's the Go Geek, which is $11.95 as of the making of this video. Still multiple websites, another 10 gigs, so now you have 30 gig, 100,000 visits. Now, what I will tell you here, if you notice in this note, the promo price applicable for the first invoice. Once your initial term is over, regular renewal prices apply. So when you go through and you only pick month to month, say you pick the Grow Big and you went month to month, guess what? Month number one's $5.95. That's great. Month number two goes back to $14.95. So if you're serious and you want to lock in the best discount, look at longer term, a year, 2 years, okay? Let's quickly look at compare all features. And you can see here on this hosting features with the three, we have the number of monthly visits. And here, it's monthly visits represent an approximate number of visits that the hosting plan is most suitable to accommodate. It is merely a point of reference rather than a restriction. So it doesn't mean that they're going to cap you at once you get 25,000 clicks to your website, they're going to stop. No, but they're just suggesting that's a good number. Here's your web space hosted. Now you notice as you go through, other than the sizing here, everything's sort of covered the same. You have the super cacher. There's only level 1 only, where it's different things in cache. So the more levels, the faster it is. So 3 levels on both the Grow Big and Go Geek. You notice up here, your daily backup, you only get 1 copy. You can get 30 copies, which means you can have, if you have multiple websites going on, you can have up to 30 copies a day backed up. And then the backup and restore service, you notice there's the basic for these two, and there's a premium for Go Geek. Priority support, you need to at least go with the middle to high plan to get. Otherwise, with the get started, your support issues won't be as priority. Again, if I will tell you again, startup is probably not the best choice for about 95% of the people in the world. Go with the Grow Big or the Go Geek. And we come down here on the support, everybody, great support. Then we have, the shopping cart. Then we have the free SSL certificates that are available across, but this premium wildcard SSL certificate, extra security on the top 2 plans. And then the PCI compliance is more to do with encryption, and that's for e-commerce. So if you're thinking about e-commerce, definitely look at the Go Geek if you're going to at any time start selling stuff on your website. And then they have the server. We allocate the resources and your prices. So you know what I'm going to choose? I'm going to sign up my website. Now, if you remember, in a previous video, I had signed up wpfunnelDemo.com. We actually went to Namecheap and we found the domain and we registered a domain. So that's the domain that I'm going to set up in this video. And you know what? I'm going to go big. So I'm going to go with the Go Geek because I like the less other people on the server, which means I'm going to have better bandwidth, which means I'm going to have better speed. So we're going to go and we're going to click on the Go Geek order. Boom, here we go. Now, when you first click order, now the next step here is we've chosen our plan and now we're going to choose domain. So please enter your domain. Well, you can either register one with them and it costs you $14.95 a year. Okay, if you looked at our previous videos, Namecheap was around $10 a year. Plus, they gave us website the Who is Security Guard privacy for our domain as well. So you're better off doing it at Namecheap. So I would tell you not to do that. And we're going to click though because we already have a domain. And now, like I said, our domain is right here. It's WP Funnel Demo. So we're gonna do that, or do this, and we'll go here. Okay. And website transfer. Oh, it's free, so we save. So if we want to, now of course it's a new domain, it's not going to really apply. But if you needed to do a website transfer, you can actually, it's included as part of your thing, no matter which one you do, which plan you do. But this is, so if you're worried about, oh, I've already got Bluehost, or oh, I've already got, HostGator, I don't want to have to move it, it's too much of a bother. They'll take care of it for you. So let them do their work. Okay, proceed. It's checking out to make sure that that domain actually exists somewhere. And now, congratulations, our Siteground hosting account will be ready in a few minutes. Okay, what we're going to do here is we have account information we have to put in. We have client information, and we have payment information, and then we have purchase information. Well, let's talk about this quickly before I put my information. Now you see, you save 60% on the regular $29.95 per month for the first invoice. Once your initial term is over, regular renewal prices apply. So if you notice, you can do the trial for 1 month, but it's terrible because then you're going to go to $30 the month too. Plus they charge you a setup fee. So you do 12 months, and the billing is $11.95 a month, and it's going to be $143.40. Okay, that's a little bit much, but you realize I am doing the top line plan. And you notice extra services. There's website file transfer to move that. You're also going to get an SSL certificate for 1 year, which basically it gives you that extra security. And moving forward, Chrome and Firefox may already, at the time you're watching this video, probably already, if you're not SSL, if your website is not HTTPS, it will actually show as insecure in the browser. So having an SSL certificate on your site, on your domain, is very important. Now here is an extra service that you may or may not want. This is checking your sites for malware and other types of bad code. Maybe you want it for 1980, but if we're going to be safe, I'm just going to turn it off. That's something that you can actually, you might be able to add it later, but you actually probably don't need to add it right away unless you're really worried about security. Okay, so maybe you have a little bit of a sticker shock with the GoGeek at $143.40. So let me make you feel a little bit better. We're going to go change plan. We're going to go grow big. Okay, so maybe the geek part of it is not, you don't really need it, and you're trying to save a little money. If we go with the grow big hosting plan, okay, now I'm in the Chicago area, which is why the data centers change. But you can select different, what your data center is. So if you are in the UK, you can select London. If you are near Italy, you can select Milano. Or in Asia, you can select Singapore. Or in that part of Europe, you can select Amsterdam. But for me, I'm in the good old USA, so I'm going to select Chicago. So you see the difference in price once we look at our hosting plans. Now, of course, startup, which only gives you one website, you could do 36 months, 3 years for one website for $142.20 as of this video's being created here. But like I said, the startup hosting plan only gives you one website. You really don't want to be locked into that. Stick with at least the Grow Big. Now, I see the Grow Big, $5.95 a month, $214.20 for 3 years. 3 years. Now you say, that's a lot of money. Well, you know what? You will make it back. You will make it back. However, I like the GoGeek hosting plan myself, but I do not necessarily feel like paying for 3 years. I'm going to go with the 12 months or 1 year. But I wanted to show you that if you do go to Grow Big, you only lock in the price, but that's still $71.40 for 1 year of this excellent web hosting. You can't go wrong with that. But I'm going to go Geek. I'm going to go Chicago. Now, again, you could change your data center here. And I'm thinking that if you are in the UK, chances are it would have pre-populated the UK for you in the data center, as it did for me in Chicago. Okay? So now I'm going to go and fill in my information. I've chosen the GoGeek hosting plan. My data center is going to be Chicago. I'm taking 12 months at $11.95 a month. So my first year will be $143.40. We get the free website transfer, which for me doesn't really apply since I'm using a new domain. I'm going to get my SSL certificate for 1 year for free. That's very important. And I am choosing not to do the SG site scanner. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go fill in my information and my payment information. I'm going to turn off the video, and then when I'm on the other side, I'll bring you back in. Okay, I went through and filled out all my information, my account information, my personal information, my payment information, and we came up with your account was successfully created. And we can log into customer area and start managing. And I will also receive a welcome email with username and password and account management guidelines within the next hour. And welcome email. So let's quickly this is what you'll see after you pay for your first chunk of hosting. I did the 1 year. And if we click on proceed to customer area, and there we go. Front page of my customer area for my new Siteground web hosting. And if we go over to, and here we go. So I've got both my sales receipt as an email from Siteground, and I also have my order confirmation. Let's click on that and see what that looks like. And there you have Siteground. I am now a Siteground client. Here you go. Login information, my username, which I used as the Gmail account that I created, which is one reason why we create a Gmail account specifically for this whole process, because in our Namecheap dashboard, it's wpfunneldemo.com, and then we also had our Gmail account of wpfunneldemo.com at Gmail. And here's all the information. That's back to log in the customer area, but we're actually already over here. And here's help to get started. So you save this email, how to use your cPanel, how to install scripts, upload a website, transfer your website, transfer your domain, how to use email services, manage your domain, get technical support, how to change your details, all sitting here. So if we open that in a new link, then they have tutorials ready to go that you can access right here. So we are in, as they say, like Flynn. Let me go to my account here. This will end this video. This basically, we went from start to finish on purchasing our web hosting with Siteground. In the next videos, we are going to continue our process. We will look at transferring, because now what happens is we've got this domain here at Namecheap, and now we're going to have to connect our domain to our hosting so that we can start building our account here and building our website here and actually have it point correctly, so when people type in wpfunneldemo.com, they're actually going to come to my website. Well, thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.